Hello, dear students of class 9. Very good morning to you all. Hope all of you are keeping fine and doing well in your studies. Dear students, please pay attention about the class today. Today, we will be learning Merchant of Venice, Act 2, Scene 2. In this part of the class, we will be focusing the summarization of this particular scene, Act 2, Scene 2, and I will be discussing and dictating the answers of the extracts 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So, extract answers of 1, 2, and 3. So, here I will be giving the answers of these 3 extracts, rest of the things that you have to do by yourself, and in case of any clarifications, please get back to me so that I can help you with the answers. So, in your workbook, you will find the summary given on page number 79. Plot development, that is the summary we are going to understand. This scene shows Lancelot Gobbo's antics that provide comic relief. The scene begins with Lancelot's soliloquy, by which he expresses his desire for leaving the service of Shylock. Soliloquy means a monologue spoken by oneself. Here, the soliloquy that Lancelot is debating in his mind whether to run away or stay with Shylock. That is the soliloquy, monologue. Certainly, my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew, my master. Lancelot describes the conflict in his mind between his conscience, advising him to be a faithful servant, and the devil tempting him to leave the Jew's service and seek one under Bassanio. Certainly, the Jew is the very devil incarnation, and in my conscience is but a kind of hard conscience to offer to counsel me to stay with the Jew. Thus, Lancelot finds himself caught in a dilemma. Finally, Lancelot gives in to the devil's commandment and decides to flee. The comic situation builds up further when Lancelot's father, the old Gobbo, enters the scene, and Lancelot plans to play a practical joke on the poor man. Taking advantage of old Gobbo's more than sand-blind condition, he gives him wrong directions to Shylock's house and confuses him. He tells lies to his father about his own death, and after much tormenting his old father, he finally reveals his identity to him. His clowning and double meanings are quite hilarious. However, misleads his aged father seems to be crude and not amusing. Bassanio enters the scene with Leonardo and other servants. He is excited to leave for Belmont soon. He makes arrangements for the dinner party to be held that night. Lancelot urges his father to recommend him to Bassanio, and both of them, after much play of words, present their request to Bassanio. Bassanio informs them that Lancelot has already been recommended to him by Shylock, and he would take him in his service. But he asks Lancelot whether he would prefer to leave a rich Jew service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman. To this, Lancelot witty replies, "You have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough." Bassanio is impressed with Lancelot and immediately orders his servant to arrange for a new set of uniform for him. As Lancelot and his father leave, Gratiano enters and makes a request to Bassanio to let him accompany him to Belmont. Bassanio agrees on the condition that Gratiano will behave like a gentleman and will keep his tongue and wild spirits under control. Bassanio does not want Gratiano's rude manners and lack of sophistication to hinder his prospects of wooing Portia. Gratiano makes a promise to observe all manners and civility, but Gratiano begs Bassanio's permission to reveal that night at the dinner Bassanio is giving to his friends. Bassanio agrees to his proposal. Yes, dear students, that is the summary of this one. Rest of the things like characterization, critical comments, all historical events and classical allusions, all these things are given there. So there you have to read and make note of the things. Right now, directly we are going to extract number 1 given on page number 82. Slowly I will be dictating the answer. Please, you have to write down it. I may not send the PDF. If possible, I will send. Otherwise, I will send the PDF, or some days I may not. Okay. Read the extracts given below and answer that follow. Lancelot. Well, my conscience says, Lancelot, budge not. Budge, says the faint. Budge not, says his conscience. Conscience say, I, you counsel well. Faint say, I, you counsel well. To be ruled by conscience, I should stay with the Jew, my master, who, God bless the mark, is a kind of devil. And to run away from the Jew, I should be ruled by the faint, who, saving your reverence, is the devil himself. Hope the test is clear for you. Now, question number 1. Please listen. Who is Lancelot Gobbo? What inner struggle is going on in his conscience? What does his struggle show about the contemporary Christian practice? The answer is Lancelot Gobbo is Shylock's servant. An inner struggle is going on in his mind between his conscience advising him to be a faithful servant and the devil tempting him to leave Shylock's service and take up service with Bassanio. Lancelot's inner struggle shows the contemporary Christian practice of struggling with the temptation to yield to it or not. The last sentence I repeat. Lancelot's inner struggle shows the contemporary Christian practice of struggling with the temptation to yield to it or not. Hope the answer is clear for you. Question number 2. Why does Lancelot want to run away from the Jew? What does his conscience advise him to do? The answer is Lancelot wants to run away from the Jew because his master Shylock is the very devil in human form. According to Lancelot, Shylock is a miserly man under whose service he remains famished, F-A-M-I-S-H-E-D. Besides, He fears that he would become a Jew if he served Shylock any longer. Initially, his conscience tells him not to run away from Shylock's household. However, when the devil persuades him to flee, his conscience tells him that as he is the child of a good father or at least a good mother, and so he should stay where he is and not to move. Question number 3. Lancelot's speech provides some comic relief in the play. Why was such a relief needed in the context of the play? Hint: what was happening in the previous scene? Answer is, in this scene, Lancelot provides some comic relief in the play. In the context of the play, such a relief was needed because the previous scene related to the Bond story depicted a serious mood where Antonio agrees to sign a treacherous bond, Treacherous, treacherous means dangerous bond, that stipulates a pound of his flesh in case he forfeits the agreement. Forfeits means get penalty or fail. Question number 4. Enumerate the reasons given by Lancelot's conscience to stay on with the master. The answer is, Lancelot's conscience advises him not to run away, as such an act of fleeing is a matter of contempt. It adds that he is the child of a good father or at least a good mother, and hence he should stay on with the master. Question number 5. Finally, whom does Lancelot obey? The devil or his conscience? How is the theme of racial discrimination brought out in Lancelot's decision to run away? Answer is, finally, Lancelot obeys the devil. The theme of racial discrimination is brought out in Lancelot's decision to run away because he runs away from his master Shylock, who is a Jew, and takes up service with Bassanio, a Christian. Thus, our Lancelot belonged to the religion of Christianity. Question number 6. How is the theme of conflict between good and the evil shown in this scene? Answer is, the theme of conflict between the good and the evil is shown in this scene. Lancelot's conscience advises him to stay on with his master, while the devil advises him to flee. He feels the devil's advice as good and that of a conscience as rigid. He follows the good advice of the devil. Yes, dear students, right now we have completed yes track number 1, all the answers, all the 6 answers. Now, let me take your attention to yes track number 2. Let me read the yes track for you. Lancelot, aside. O heavens, this is my true begotten Father, who being more than sand blind, high gravel blind, knows me not. I will try confusions with him. Gobbo. Master, young gentleman, I pray you, which is the way to Master Zeus? Lancelot. Turn up on your right hand at the next turning, but at the next turning of all, on your left. Mary, at the very next turning, turn off no hand, but turn down indirectly to the Jew's house. Question number 1. Where are Lancelot and old Gobbo? What is meant by true begotten Father? Why can't old Gobbo recognize his son? The answer is Lancelot and old Gobbo are in a street in Venice. True begotten Father means my Father who begot me, who gave life to me. Old Gobbo cannot recognize his son as he is more than half blind. Question number 2. Why is old Gobbo looking for the way to Master Zeus' house? How does Lancelot confuse the old man while giving directions to him to reach the Zeus' house? Old Gobbo is looking for the way to the Zeus' house to go to there to find out if his son Lancelot, who was working as a servant in Shylock's household, is still there. Lancelot confuses Gobbo by giving him wrong directions to Shylock's house. Question number 3. What was Gobbo's reaction to the directions given to him by Lancelot? The answer is Gobbo says that by the saints it was a difficult direction to follow, or it was a difficult or hard way to find out. Question number 4. What present has Gobbo brought to give to the Jew? What does Lancelot say to his father about it? The answer is Gobbo has brought a dish of cooked doves to give to the Jew. Lancelot tells his father to give Shylock a rope to hang himself or halter with rather than any present, because he has self-starved him. He has half-starved him. Question number 5. Lancelot plays a comic role in this scene. Give 2 examples of comedy provided by him. In this scene, we find a lot of comedies delivered by our Lancelot. First comedy is that he gives the wrong directions to his father. Second one, the directions are too confusing for old Gobbo to follow. The second example is Lancelot's asking his father's blessing. He kneels before his father. Being blind, his father touches Lancelot's face and says that Lancelot has more hair on his face than that Dobbin, his cart horse, has. So many comedies are there. Again, he says about his own death. And when Gobbo told, oh my goodness, he was the prop and staff in my old days, he says, Am I looking like a pillar, supporting pillar, or a staff, or a prop? Like that, yes. So many things are there. Yes, dear students, now we have completed extract number 2 and we are in the last third extract as it is given here. Please pay attention. Your third extract is given in your workbook 86. Lancelot. Ergo Master Lancelot, talk not of Master Lancelot, father. For the young gentleman, according to fates and destinies, and such odd sayings, the sisters three, and such branches of learning is indeed deceased. Deceased means dead. Or as you would say in plain terms, gone to heaven. Gobo. Mary, God forbid, the boy was the very staff of my age, my very prop. Lancelot. Do I look like a cudgel or a hovel post, a staff or a prop? Do you know me, father? That is this one. Question number 1. Extract 3, question number 1. Why does Lancelot use high-sounding words in his conversation with Gobbo? What does Shakespeare want to convey to the audience in this contest about the habit of some people in his time? The answer is Lancelot uses high-sounding words in his conversation with Gobbo to impress him that he possesses classical learning and is a gentleman. Shakespeare wants to convey to the audience the habit of some vain people of his time who pretended to be what they were not. So that is the reason. Question number 2. Why does Lancelot call old Gobbo father in the first line of the extract? Give the meaning of according to fates and destinies and such odd sayings, the sisters three and such branches of learning. The answer is Lancelot calls old Gobbo father in the first line of the extract as he plans to reveal his identity gradually to him. In the given lines, Lancelot tells Gobbo that according to his fate or destiny or the three sisters of the ancient Greeks and such other branches of learning, the young man is dead. He is no more. That is the answer. Question number 3. How does Gobbo react to the news of the apparent loss of his son? The answer is old Gobbo is stunned. S-T-U-N-N-E-D, stunned, shocked, on hearing that his son is dead. He states that his son was his only support in his old age. Question number 4. How does Lancelot show dramatically that he is Gobbo's son? Why does the former refer to his mother's name in the context? The answer is when Gobbo asks Lancelot to tell him whether his son is really dead or not, Lancelot dramatically confesses that he is Gobbo's son. But Gobbo does not believe him. Then Lancelot mentions the name of his mother, Marjorie, as a proof to show that he is really Gobbo's son. Question number 5. How does Gobbo show by words and actions that he is fond of his son? The answer is Gobbo is fond of his son. When Lancelot tells him that his son is dead, Gobbo is shocked to hear it and laments that his son was his only support in his old age. Further, Gobbo does not believe Lancelot's confession till he mentions the name of his mother. When Lancelot tells him that he is his son, Gobbo, being blind, feels Lancelot's face to ascertain that he is actually his son. Ascertain, A-S-C-E-R-T-A-I-N. The last question, give any two humorous situations from this scene. The answer is, one humorous situation is when Lancelot gives Gobbo directions to the house of Shylock. The directions are so confusing that Gobbo does not follow it. Another humorous situation is the scene of Lancelot asking his father's blessing. He kneels in front of his father. His father feels his beard and says that Lancelot has more hair on his face than their cart horse has on his tail. Yes, dear students, thus, as I had told in the very beginning of the class, in this class, I have been dictating the answers of this first three extract number 1, 2 and 3. And I also gave the summary of this one. So rest of the extracts, that is 4, 5 and 6. 3 extracts are there for you. That is your homework. Read the test, understand the test, try to answer these things in your own words. And as you do this one, in case any difficulty you find, please feel free to contact me so that I can help you. And let me remind you once again, from 19th of this month, that is coming Monday onwards, probably the school will reopen for at least for the students from class 9 to 12. And I request all of you to complete your workbook. When you return to the school, I will check your workbook. And if you don't show your workbook, you know what is going to happen. I will directly write complaint against you to father, to the principal as well as to your parents. And more than that, you will be asked to stand up in the class for all the English periods for 1 month. That is the punishment you will be getting. Thus, dear students, don't worry about all those things. You are good, nice students, so you will be able to complete these things in time. Hope you have understood the class. Any clarification, please feel free to contact me. This is Joe sir signing out from this particular class. Bye bye. Thank you.